Well, in this week's speaker tip, I want to talk about how much preparation is enough preparation, or how much practice is enough practice. When do you really feel that you are prepared to step on stage? And here's my very quick and short answer to that. Never. In all the speaking I've done and all the competitions I did, I always wished I had more time to prepare. I always wish that I'd worked on it harder, but there comes a time where you just have to go, it's showtime, let's go. And what I've gotten used to over the years is not the fact that I felt I'm as prepared as I need to be, but the fact that I feel I have the confidence to stand on that stage and go out there and I know what I'm going to say. And I'm going to basically work it out to a large degree and make it happen on the stage. But the fact of standing on the side of the stage and feeling like I'm totally prepared, I've totally got this wired, it's a little bit like going into a football game and go, no, I'm totally going to win it. As a matter of fact, there's another analogy. When I was in high school, I wrestled. And one of the worst things that could happen was not being nervous before a match. And I went to a small high school, but I typically, my records were like 17-2 or 18-1 during the year. I'd win about every match, but the last one, when it would start to go up into this state, wrestling finals, and I would get beat as soon as I went up to bigger schools. But it wasn't the fact that I stood on the edge of that mat before I went out to wrestle and I knew exactly what I was going to do and exactly how I was going to beat the guy. But what I knew is I had the confidence to stand on that mat, and I had the confidence in myself that what came at me, I was going to be able to handle it. So it wasn't this idea of being totally prepared, but it was having the confidence that I could do it. And now let's look at that with the speaking. Standing on the edge of the stage, you may wish you had more time to prepare. And I will just tell you, there's never been a speech I've given that I didn't wish I had more time to prepare for. But I developed the confidence that I can handle it when I get on stage, and I can remember my points, and I can talk to the audience, and I can connect with them personally. And I'm not standing here giving a remote speech about which I rehearsed and I memorized exactly as I wanted, with the gestures exactly as I wanted, as you see people do. And they think I was prepared. I got up and gave the great speech that I wanted to give, but they didn't even talk to the audience. They were just in their head the whole time. Okay. So the bottom line, and the easy tip, short tip this week, is how much practice, how much preparation do you need to feel prepared? It'll never happen, according to me. Maybe for you, it'll happen. According to me, it'll never happen. But what I focused on was not the fact that standing on the edge of the stage, I knew I was totally prepared, that I had the ability when I got on stage to connect to the audience and talk to the audience. And here's probably a more important thing, is to be live, is to be real and live and talking to the audience in the moment, versus I have it all memorized and know exactly what I'm going to say. I can look the audience in the eye and I can engage with them. And it's a lot of times I'll come up with better things on stage than I had practiced, because I'm in the moment giving my speech and I'm talking to the people in real time and engaging with them in real time. And that's the skill set that I've worked for. So don't try to practice your speech so much that you're perfect and you're all prepared, and not give it until you feel that way, because that's never going to happen. But just keep throwing yourself on stage and engage with that audience and be in the present and talk to that audience. That's the tip for this week. I hope that's beneficial to you. I wish you the greatest luck in your speaking, and we'll see you next week.